Apple's long-awaited refresh of its top iPads has arrived. Tim Cook called it the biggest day for iPads since its introduction. While there is no denying that Apple has packed a ton of impressive new tech into the iPad Pro and its latest accessory without raising prices, whether you should buy one is also more confusing than ever. The iPad now sits in an odd place in Apple's consumer lineup, squeezed between the large-screen iPhone Pro Max on one end and the 13-inch MacBook Air on the other. There is also the complicating factor that the Apple Vision Pro is now arguably the most premium iPad experience you can buy, since it runs many of the same iPad apps and serves many of the same media watching functions. The bottom line is that, unless you are a graphic artist who wants to use the Apple Pencil and the iPad Pro for a digital drawing, there still aren't many compelling reasons to spend over $1,000 on an Apple tablet yet. If you were hoping that the new iPad Pro models would finally have the firepower to replace your laptop, then there isn't much in the 2024 iPad Pro refresh to change the equation there, other than a few Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro software updates. The hardware on the 2024 iPad Pro comes with a new M4 chip that is even more powerful and efficient, and a new tandem OLED display that is even brighter and more vibrant. Yet the previous iPad Pro was already overpowered, had an incredible display, and still wasn't a great laptop replacement. By an estimation, the iPad Pro is a valid laptop replacement for only about 10 to 15% of people. While a lot of people who have done it, they embrace the limitations as a feature and not a bug and use it to limit their computer time. When the original iPad was released in 2010, a lot of people bought one and its original keyboard dock to replace the Windows-based desktop PC at home. That quickly didn't pan out. Instead, the iPad became a video watching device for kids, especially on trips. Over the years, thousands of people own countless iPads and have tested and reviewed even more. They used every model, including the handy little iPad mini, which can be great for note-taking. I will definitely continue to the video, but before that, I want to take a quick moment to ask for your support. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and just hit that like button below. It really helps the channel and encourages me to make more valuable content for you. And by the way, if you would like to support the channel even more, then do check the link in the video's description to buy mobiles, laptops, and different products. In recent years, people spend lots of time with all the different iterations of iPad Pro as it evolved from the first version in 2015. Different users taken handwritten notes with the Apple Pencil. Some of them wrote articles and documents using Google Docs and Apple Notes on the iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard. They have done plenty of email and messaging from the iPad Pro and the Magic Keyboard. iPad Pro is also used for reading and reviewing PDF presentations and other important business documents. As recently as the fall of 2023, hundreds of thousands of people use the latest iPad Air and Magic Keyboard instead of laptop during an all-day meetings at different organizations where they do official work. But according to maximum users, it did not go well. According to them, the battery life wasn't good enough to last all the day. They had problems managing and sharing Google Docs in a way that would have been quickly solved with a laptop. Most of them could not share their screen on Zoom or host a Zoom meeting effectively. Some of them also could not run a presentation from the iPad with the same precision and clarity that they could from a laptop. Those are pretty common business functions. Therefore, most of the users concluded that it's still difficult to recommend the iPad Pro or iPad Air as a laptop replacement for business. Therefore, users will be much happier with a similar price 13-inch or 15-inch MacBook Air. Now let's take a look who the M4 OLED iPad Pro is for. The M4 OLED iPad Pro is a much easier sell for professional digital artists with the upgraded tandem OLED display and the new Apple Pencil, which brings haptic feedback, a new squeeze gesture, the new battle roll function, and a deeper integration with software such as Procreate. The new iPad Pro's new multicam feature in Final Cut Pro look impressive, but you can't imagine a lot of videographers swapping the control of using professional cameras for iPads and iPhones. Plus, Apple actually reduced the camera functionality of the iPad Pro by removing the ultra-wide camera in the new 2024 models. That also means the latest iPad Pro models can't capture spatial video, which is a setback for the Vision Pro ecosystem. Also, this $349 iPad was secretly the best announcement during the Apple event. The iPad Air and iPad Pro are a strong fit for many B2B and enterprise use cases where iPads are used for all kinds of businesses, critical functions such as line breaking, logistics, form completion, demos, and many other tasks. Of course, many of these functions can get by with a lower price iPad, and Apple also announced that it has dropped the price of its entry-level iPad to $349. Now let's compare iPad Pro 2024 with Vision Pro. Speaking of price, all of this also brings us back to the Vision Pro problem. Are people who just spent over $4,000 on a Vision Pro earlier this year going to also splurge by spending $1,000 or $2,000 on an iPad Pro when the two devices can be used for many of the same things? Most of the Apple Vision Pro buyers are likely the same enthusiasts who would have been the top candidates to unloose their purse strings for the new M4 OLED iPad Pro. As impressive as the new tandem OLED display is on the iPad Pro, it's no match for the cinematic micro-LED of the Vision Pro, where you can stretch a virtual movie theater screen to fill your field of view in any room in your home, office, train ride, or flight. Nevertheless, a packed up M4 OLED iPad Pro with Magic Keyboard and Apple Pencil Pro is about to have the cost of a Vision Pro, and it's a lot more portable. So there may be potential Vision Pro buyers who will decide to put a hold on their leap into spatial computing and instead pick up the new iPad Pro as their entertainment devices. Heck, for the same price of a Vision Pro, they can get a new iPad Pro and new MacBook Air. It's not as much of the taste of the future, but it's a lot more practical for today's uses.